Since I primarily focus on selling here in West Ventura County and more specifically the city of Ventura, it's no surprise that I get a lot of questions about Ventura in general. So in today's video, I want to summarize some of the most frequently asked questions that I get, starting with what is the most walkable neighborhood in Ventura? And for that, I'm going to say Midtown Ventura is probably your best bet. Really anything south of Poli is going to be mostly flat, easy to walk around to. There's going to be a bunch of restaurants, small businesses that you can quickly, kind of just walk out the front door and get to. Before kids, my wife and I lived on Catalina Street. We could walk right out of our front door over to Casa de Soria, Pete's Breakfast House. We could even go to La Rouge Salon if we wanted to. Other areas in town that would be considered walkable and are worth checking out would be, Pierpont, downtown, and even the Avenue. Can I still get homeowners insurance in Ventura? Now, this one stems from a lot of the headlines that we've seen over the last 18 months or so. Major insurance carriers are pulling out of the state of California in general. The answer, in short, is yes. You can still, generally speaking, get homeowners insurance for properties here in Ventura. In fact, if you're getting a mortgage on your property, you're just not going to be able to close with your lender unless you have insurance already in place. It may cost more than other areas. The coverage may not be as great as you would like it to be, but generally speaking, yes, you can still get the insurance coverage. Where you're going to have issues is when you're buying a home that's in a high or very high severity fire zone. For example, the hillsides in Ventura, but in most cases it's going to happen. I'll put it this way. I have yet to have a client that was not able to secure homeowners insurance before closing on a property. And if you can't, you're just not buying the house. Are there any new construction communities in Ventura? Yes, there are several that are in fact being built or being sold right now. The top two that come to mind are probably, Seaview at Midtown by KB Homes and also Del Sol by Shea Homes. Now, if you are looking for new construction communities, just be aware that you're probably gonna have to pay a homeowners association fee. And if you're not down with homeowners associations, then buying new construction is probably not the best bet for you. One final note that I want to add when you buy new construction. Now, these builders do not want you coming in there with an agent representing you. They don't want you to have a buyer's agent. They want you to buy direct. And if you're okay taking on that additional risk and lack of representation, go ahead and knock yourself out. But if you do want an agent that's representing you in the purchase of a new construction home, if you want them negotiating on your behalf and making sure that you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's and really having the coverage that you need to have, then I would definitely make sure you identify who that agent is going to be before you even go and look at the model homes. And lastly, are home warranty policies actually worth it? So in our area, sellers typically will pay for all or a portion of a home buyer's warranty policy. This warranty policy is going to cover typically that first year of you owning the home. And for example, if your stove quits on you 3 days after you close escrow, you're going to call that warranty policy and they're going to dispatch a technician to come in and take a look at it. So if the seller is going to pay for it, sure, go ahead and get it. And even if the seller is not going to pay for it, I would heavily consider getting that policy in place before you close. Where I see home buyers getting frustrated with these warranty policies though, is typically when, they think that an appliance, let's go back to the stove example, needs to be replaced. But the warranty company, what their objective is to repair that item and continue to repair it until they absolutely are forced to replace it. Remember, it's cheaper for them to send the technician out and have it repaired than buy a completely new piece of equipment altogether. Another example is, let's say we're at the start of a 7-day heat wave and your AC goes out. The warranty company probably won't have a technician available the same day. I even had a client who had to wait 5 days for a technician to be dispatched by their warranty company in this exact situation. So in this example, you're gonna have to decide, are you going to wait for the warranty company to get their technician out on their schedule, on their time, or are you just gonna pick up the phone and call the local HVAC company who's gonna be able to handle it promptly and the first time around? If you have more questions about living in Ventura or the Ventura real estate market, just drop them down below in the comments. And you can always send me an email to grant@grantleichtfuss.com. We'll see you on the next video.